Hey there kids, welcome to the first part of Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is Vanderlei16, and if you have Sonic and Knuckles on the Xbox Live Arcade, you can attach it in the bonus content section to Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 if you have those two games as well, which is what we're doing. So we're doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So it's basically two games in one here. 2 for 1 for you guys. So we're playing as Sonic and Tails, and the game begins with this nice little intro with, I think, was what takes place right after Sonic 2. I could be mistaken, but so Super Sonic's flying towards on this island, and this douche Knuckles the Echidna, he's red, steals the emeralds, somehow, he knocks them out of Super Sonic's hands, and the game begins. So Sonic looks a little more edgier in this for in Sonic 3. A little updated look, which is really cool. I like it. Tails looks the same, and Tails isn't really useless anymore. He actually does help. Doesn't get in the way really. Only sometimes he does, but not as much as in Sonic 2. So special stages you will access by finding these giant rings hidden throughout the levels. What it is, it's like a sphere world, and you have to go around collecting blue spheres. Now, if you find blue spheres, they're in like a square formation, and you just grab the ones on the outside. Everything inside will turn into rings, and if you collect all the rings that are possible in the special stage, you'll get a perfect and a shitload of points. I think it's like 50,000 points. So go for that if you really want to. It's not always as easy as it looks. So, the music in these special stages is pretty cool. I like it. It's relaxing. It's cool. Red spheres will obviously take you out of the special stage, and no ammo for you. There are bouncy, those star spheres, those bump you back. In the later levels, there will be yellow spring spheres, which will propel you a long distance across. So yeah, just collecting all the rings. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So we get our perfect, and we have collected all the blue spheres, and we slowly approach our first emerald. It's green. So Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. Look at the size of that perfect bonus, 50,000 points. Takes a while for all to add up. So if you keep getting, perfects and stuff in this game, you'll have so many extra lives. It's ridiculous. I do believe that 50 rings in a special stage gets you a continue. That's dandy. So you exit with your ring still, and I demonstrate here that in Sonic 3 you have an insta-shield ability. You jump, press A, you can, it's an insta-shield, it'll shield you from certain attacks or enemies. That's what, invincibility theme, that really sucks compared to Sonic 2. I really don't like it. But, whatever. Badnik's little rhino guy, the monkey dude, he's in the trees. Those flowers that shoot spiky balls. They're all pretty easy. I show an extra life on top of this tree area here. This is pretty cool. He runs up a tree. It's like a 3D looking thing going on. And this is not the boss, at least not yet. You can hit him as many times as you want. It's not going to kill him. So what he does, he sets the entire island on fire. So that kind of goes away from the traditional green, zone of the first, first zone is usually green. So if you have enough rings, you can go into the bonus stages by, going through the checkpoints. And what this is, it's very similar. It's like a mix of Sonic 1's special zones with Sonic 2's Casino Night. In that it's got that, tilty thing going on. It's got a slot machine that you can, go in, get 3 of a kind. I'm addicted to these things. If you watch Sonic 2, you'll know that. So there are more than one bonus stages. There's, in fact, 2 more. But it all depends on how many rings you have when you enter. I do believe this is 35 or more for this, and then 30 for one of them, and then I think it's 50 for the other, but you'll see those later when I get into them. So, it takes you back, you have all your rings, and we are going to enter to get our second special stage of Act 1. So, yeah, change in, color palette here. It's green on green, which is cool, I guess. So 127, I believe, there are in this one. You can't. It's kind of hard sometimes to always get the perfect, because if you collect the rings like that, that's the last one you have. You can't go back and collect them because they'll just end. So keep that in mind if you really want the perfect that bad. I should mention, can't talk again. I should mention that I only have the Sonic 3 portion done right now because I've had a lot of problems with my editing, my capture card. Because this is actually my 3rd attempt in doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because the first 2 times it wasn't recording properly, it skipped entire sections, so I really couldn't, save it and put it up, so I pretty much I had to delete a bunch of videos and take it one step at a time, but it's starting to work out here. So it might be a little delayed, and when I upload the videos, it might take a little longer, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we're getting close to the end here, and the longer you are in this special stage, it will speed up. So you have to think quicker, turn quicker, jump quicker. But we're done with that one. We got our orange or yellow, orangish emerald. No perfect, but we do get our second continue. So I think it is 50 rings for a continue. So back in Act 1, Zone 1. So we just keep on going here. So waterfalls are, abundant. I do believe that Badnik's name is Caterkiller Jr. If I remember Cybershell's video correctly, I think that's what his name is. Even though he looks nothing like the other Caterkiller in Sonic 1. But hey, whatever. This shield is a lightning shield. It attracts rings. Sonic can double jump with it. It's probably the most useful shield in Sonic 3. I demonstrate here, it'll bounce off certain projectiles from enemies. Fire shield, as you saw there, will give you a dash either left or right if you jump and press A. Very useful against this boss especially. Protects you against fire and certain projectiles. So he's taken down quite easily. Instead of running through the signpost, you jump and you can hit it around for 100 points. It's pretty fun, and if you time it just right, you can get a box. It could be a shield, it could be a power-up, or invincibility, as you see here. Kind of a hard method to really get down, but so I will see you next time in Act 2. So see you later.